One of the cities along the Gulf Coast bracing for Hurricane Isaac this evening is Biloxi, Mississippi.
Channel 4's Jason Law is joining us live from Biloxi. Jason, we're hearing it's already beginning to flood there. How are local authorities responding?
Well, you mentioned a curfew being enforced in Alabama. There's a curfew being enforced here tonight in Biloxi in Mississippi. In about 3 hours from now at 7 o'clock local time, police are going to be going up and down Highway 90 here. They're going to be pulling people over. Now, they're not going to be arresting people, but they're going to be questioning them, asking them why they're out on the roadways. We still see a lot of cars out here on the Gulf of Mexico on the beach here in Biloxi. And as we found out today, we've had lots of rain. We've already seen lots of flooding. Tuesday morning, dark clouds rolled into the Gulf Coast. The first indication Isaac is coming. Shoppers rushed to buy last-minute items like ice and bread.
Our house is elevated to standards right now, so I'm actually worried about the wind. Although they're saying the surge is what's important right now.
What are you worried about the most? You know, you got all that rain, you got the wind, and you got the storm surge. What concerns you the most?
My job, because I work in a casino. So, you know, whether I get damaged or not, if the casino gets damaged and I can't work, then that really hurts.
Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock local time, the Mississippi Gaming Commission closed down the Hard Rock Casino here on 90. And Tuesday afternoon, you could see why. Lots and lots of standing water. Residential streets began filling up fast. Division Street turned into one lane as cars took turns avoiding the flood. Now, what's really scary for people who live along this street is that it hasn't even really started raining yet, and already they're seeing rising water. You must be really worried about what's going to come tonight.
Yes, I am. I'm wondering what's going to happen. So we're going to leave and go to a shelter. And the shelters opened up here in Harrison County, which is where Biloxi is, around 8 o'clock this morning. It's been raining very hard for about 2 or 3 hours now. There are mandatory evacuations here for people who are living in low-lying areas. They're really hoping that people just use common sense here in Biloxi. And as I mentioned, you still see a lot of people out on the roadways, and emergency personnel, they don't want to see anybody out here when it starts to get dark because they are, again, expecting the worst to be tonight. We're live in Biloxi. Jason Law, Channel 4, the local station.
Jason, how about traffic on the roads inland? Are there a lot of cars, a lot of people heading for higher ground?
Well, you hope so. You know, take a look on, actually looks like the National Guard here passing by. We haven't seen much sign of them here in Biloxi, but you can see the caravan here rolling on Highway 90. Though this is actually probably a good sign for a lot of people who live here and work around here. Well, we have seen a lot of pedestrian traffic, just people driving back and forth. In fact, about an hour ago, we saw people walking on the beach. So there has been a lot of traffic, and people are hoping that, you know, if they're not getting the higher ground, they're at least going someplace where they can get inside and stay safe, Tom.